Fasting is a really popular topic. A lot of you guys think that maybe it's like the answer to weight loss. But some people who have binge eating disorders like me, myself, I used to have them. I would just fast for weeks, and that's not healthy. So some people might even disagree with that, which is totally fine, but it was not good for my health. I would miss my periods. I didn't have periods for months from doing that, and super dangerous.
I think it's dangerous too. I definitely damaged my metabolism from fasting too much and too severe calorie restriction. And intermittent fasting is very beneficial. When you read the research, it is mind-blowing for aging, for recovery. I mean, I've seen people who fasted and reversed their cancer. I've seen more than one person do that. I mean, so there are a lot of benefits that we can't deny. But when we're dealing with obesity and fasting, it doesn't always go hand in hand because I've been in a lot of communities where there have been what I would call health neurotics. I think it's like an eating disorder. Fasting can become its own eating disorder. And that's the purging part, right? The binge purge. And it is a part of the anorexia. It is a part of the bulimia. So I just want to start this video. We're going to share some tips with you about how to optimize the best time for weight loss and fasting. But I just really want you to take this with a grain of salt, so to say, because it actually might cause more of a problem. To me, if you have an eating disorder, fasting is just the other end of the spectrum, right? It's the purging part. It is an eating. It can become an eating disorder. But one of the things that research shows us is that your peak fasting period is 16 to 20 hours. Now, that could be a lot for somebody, right? So you only eat, let's just break that down. So like you only eat between 12 and 4, and then you're fasting for 20 hours, right? That's because there's 24 hours in a day. Or you eat between 10 and 4, and you're doing or you can even do 9 to 4, right? And that would be the 16-hour window. So you also have to see, what works for you. If you don't do it long enough, it might not work. If you do it too long, it might not work. So you just have to see also what kind of results you're getting. And the other tricky part about it is that if you put your body under this kind of stress too frequently, it can actually work against you. It can slow your metabolism down, and that can actually cause weight loss plateaus and even weight gain, which we've experienced, where we've done too much of this, too long of a fasting window, and then we've actually damaged ourselves. So it's something you really need to understand better, maybe work with a professional about it. What would you say about this, the peak fasting window?
Well, I don't know if this is applicable, but for you and I, like what we do on a regular basis and how I lost 156 pounds, because I forgot to tell you that I used to be 320 pounds, I would say that it's been really helpful to kind of just say, okay, I'm going to eat between 8 and 9, and I'm going to stop eating by 6 or 5 or 4. Depending on how early you go to bed.
That's been a huge part of our weight loss journey. Yeah, I've lost over 100
pounds. For me,
yeah.
That's the best, most moderate fasting. And I think that is a 16-hour fast, but not on purpose.
We're not doing it intentionally, but yeah.
And so I also think that, I don't know if if there's any even research to back this up, but not being so freaking stressed, not timing it on my phone, letting my body's clock, and this has taken me a long time to heal my relationship with myself, but letting my body's clock be like, hey, we're really hungry right now. And I'm like, but it's 6 o'clock. Okay, have a little something. Not big, like maybe I'll have a glass of milk. Maybe I'll have some bone broth. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like...
I think that people make the mistake of not getting enough calories in and their window closes for eating, and that's tricky.
Or I really don't like eating breakfast.
Right. So a lot of people are eating at like 8 or 9 at night, and then they're not eating again the next day until 3 or 4 p.m. And to me, I just think that could be really damaging. So that's, but everyone's got their different rhythm. I just know that when you eat the calories later in the day, it's not as good. So I'd rather see people shift their window for eating earlier so that it ends around 4 or 6.
And I have to say, I don't even know the stat. I kind of want to know the stat. Can you look up real quick how many people are dehydrated in America?
Oh gosh, I mean, I don't know who.
Because I have a thought that fasting is much harder when you're not hydrated, and that when you drink more water throughout the day, before your fasting window starts, and when it starts, and all in between and everything.
75%.
Yeah.
Are in a chronic state of dehydration.
Yeah, chronic.
There's 3 references for that.
And the thing is, you guys, I'm seeing the girls in our group, and they're like, I've drank 32 ounces of water. And I'm like, what time? 4 p.m. They've had half a bottle of water. Mm-hmm. Our bodies are mostly water. So we need a lot of water to replenish our cells and normalize our hunger cues. When I was 220 pounds, I was chronically dehydrated, and I didn't know it. And I'd come to my mom and I'd be like, I have headaches. My head hurts so much. And she'd be like, have you had water? I would get so angry. She was right. She was right. Moms are always right. I'm sorry to say. Most moms are always right. So, yeah.
Water is key for sure. But then again, if you're only eating between like 4 or 6 hours a day, you have to get your water in outside of that window because you could really jam yourself not getting enough calories, and you can again cause your body damage. So you want to be if you're going to be fasting, and there are a lot of people who successfully lose weight, and that's all they do is they restrict their eating window. But if you're doing that, you definitely want to get your hydration outside of that eating window because you can. And it'll optimize your digestion. So you can get the calories and the quality of the calories that you need. This was interesting that post-exercise fasting, so like 2 hours after your morning workout, studies in the American Journal of Psychology show that extending your fast after your morning exercise can increase growth hormone by 1,300%. 1,300%. Like growth hormone helps your body to heal, helps your body to lose weight, it helps your body to do everything. And it amplifies fat burning. So like if you exercise at 7 and then you can have your breakfast like around 9 or 10, amazing. If you can, but you have to have enough calories, right? In order to be able to do that the day before, because your body's still working on that. Right. It's cumulative. I always say that to our girls. It's cumulative. But believe it or not, it also optimizes hormonal response. And that's like the wild, wild west in the West because our endocrinology functions a lot differently than other like Tibetan medicine or Chinese medicine or even some of the other indigenous Ayurvedic medicine ideologies and philosophies. But this hormonal response thing, we're really suffering in the USA on the hormonal response thing. But another thing that I thought was interesting is that when we have longer daylight hours, it's a better time to do these longer fasts. That's something else I learned. So summer is an ideal time to do these longer fasting windows.
Interesting. That makes sense.
That's so, yeah.
Because we're warmer, so we don't need the fat on our bodies as much.
I think also in winter, there's a threat to our survival.
Yeah.
And so our bodies don't like to fast as much in winter because there's an uncertainty. Because if we don't have enough light, the vegetables can't grow. You know what I mean? And we're getting electrons from the sun, so we're not feeling as hungry, right? There's all these things that are happening in the circadian rhythm of the season and the light that help us to optimize our fasting window. So if you really want to try this out, you might want to try it in summer, but maybe not in winter.
So if you guys are like, okay, I don't think fasting's the right thing for me, or blah, 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 or maybe I need to lose weight, I don't know how to lose weight, maybe you should just join our group and figure out how you want to lose weight with us. Because all of our girls are losing weight, and they're all doing little different things. And
we support you when you want to fast. We have some girls who are doing intermittent fasting, and we just help you out by giving you guidance.
So we're only looking for women who are ready. So if you're a woman and you're ready for change, please join our Women's Accountability Group. The link is in the description. If you want to learn how to lose it without loose skin like Mom and I did, we have a free skincare guide and linked in the description below. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We noticed that 80% of you guys are not subscribed, so if you would please subscribe. We appreciate all your support. You guys are awesome. We love you guys, and we love to help spread truthful information about weight loss. Real, direct, truthful information. So that's what we're all about. We'll see you all the time.